I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting in no way.
Poppin' nugget when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad one, but I only got the best intention. Tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just on.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the fight up front will be the key as both defenses come in ranked in the top 10 in total sacks. It's the Raiders going up against the Bengals. Now let's get you up to Paul Brown Stadium. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Oakland Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be fielded at the 8, and he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They get 39 yards out of that one. Good enough for an Oakland first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it, and receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
When you play against Carlos Dunlap, you have to think protecting your passer. He knows how to get upfield and rush the quarterback.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Play fake here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. 23 yards on the play. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. And Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Second down, Dalton. And he rifles one incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So on fourth down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And out of a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And a right side completion here by LaFell. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
To throw here, Dalton. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll run it here. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So after that stop, you know that 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again? Or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And now to the air, Dalton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
They go play it, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Zebra, set, wide, 20. Wide,
In motion goes the tight end.
Zebra.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jack Doyle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Carr now on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now Carr on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And he's got room. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Give him 18 on that one. And that'll be good for an Oakland 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Time to step aside. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Carr to throw on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing his car on third down. And that is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's fourth down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
All right, here we go. Wide and yank. Baby, alert, alert.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They send Green to the left on his own. Dalton sets up play action. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This will be Dalton again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jack Doyle with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Carr, sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for the Raiders, 30 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First down, Murray, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this out with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. second down following the run. The play clock's running down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. First and 10 for Dalton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They come out here in the eye. Now Carr going to give to Olawale. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. And they're going to speed things up here. On third down, Murray.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now they'll give it to the fullback, Olawale. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll throw with Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. And they will line up now for the two-point try.
Hey. Here we go. Switch it. Alert. Kill.
Carr will look to throw. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 95 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go. Red 18. We go rally.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Second down, here's Carr. That is caught at the 7. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Offense. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Jameis Olawale, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with three tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully.
And quickly, they get to the line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds Tyler Croft. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Play clock winding down. It's second down. Dalton looking. And a right side completion here by LaFell. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They send Green to the left on his own. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton backing up. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Time running out here on the play clock. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. 10 yards still left on second down. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
From midfield, here's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On first down, Carr looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Second down now after the pass completion. From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle here to Wilson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they're definitely showing blitz here. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
All right, here we go. Zebra. Here we go. Red 18.
They go with Murray again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity. Just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
3 out. We ready? Red 18. Baby. Check 3. Hey, we go rally. Rally.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bengals getting set to go. Only 1 timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have 1 timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Red. Wide 20. Wide 20.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's a final stoppage here as we step aside. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Cincinnati, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
Just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, 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 oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight. Just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last